What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I am going to be unboxing and reviewing the double pack of Godzilla vs Shimo. Now, I've been looking forward to opening this up, if the camera would focus on it. But right here we do have Shimo and Evolve Godzilla. They didn't put it right here, they just have Godzilla. But these two both have like these light blues showing on them, especially like Shimo right here has blue. Godzilla has blue on him, but it's more dark right here and lighter in the middle. Instead, like Shimo having it dark in the middle and light on the outside. Or, yeah, it is like that. So right here it's dark and then it's light. Dark, then light. But we'll get into that once we get them out of their packaging. This is where we can see them better. On the side here, we get both of them out of the box with the crystals and the bone cage. On this side of the packaging, we have the same picture we had with the other one, with Kong and Godzilla. On the back here, we get a little bit of a summary. I think this is the exact same as the other box. It tells us exactly what we get. And this does say exclusive figures. I'm guessing because these have that light on them, the different colors. Or it could be like somewhere there's some scratches and stuff on them, just like how Kong was. But I don't know, that could be on the other figure as well. But right here we do get our listing of what we get, like the heat ray. Shimo has the frostbite beam. Hopefully I read that right. 2 bone cages. And we get 2 blue hollow earth crystals. Right here is our list of what we get. On the bottom, let me flip it around. On the bottom we get our Lego Mumbo Jumbo. Here's the barcode if you do not find these in store. You can go on, pause it, and show someone. They'll scan it. Hopefully they can find it. We get what comes in the packaging. And right here, also look for, we already unboxed this, the Kong versus Scar King with Heave. So let's go on and open them up out of our cardboard prison. Alright, we got them both out of their cardboard prisons. They were a little bit in there and kind of hard to get like into the back where some of the zip ties, and not the zip tie, but those little rubber straps were. But we do have some similarly to do or putting together, and that is just snapping their tails on. There we go. Shimo is all together. Now for Godzilla's tail. There we go. Snapped right on in. Now I did, like I said, like some of these spots were kind of hard to get. I did a little bit of a nick right here on his tail with the little snippers by accident, but it's really not noticeable. So be careful if you do get this one to open it. But we're going to look at these after I get the other piece put together. And that is right here. So we're going to move this part out the way. And we're going to go and put this thing together just like we did in the last video. Alright, I went on and just put everything together. I didn't see y'all wanted to watch me do a whole nother piece of it. So I went on and fast forwarded it. Hopefully y'all are okay with that. But right here we do have the exact same crystals as what we gotten with the other pack. And I thought that was kind of interesting, but I mean, crystals are crystals. They're going to shoot up and just be like looking all nice and pretty. But I do like how we got different ones though, and it's just not the same color. Like this one was purple. This one's that it's a bluish green, like a turquoise, but not a turquoise. Hopefully I'm saying that word right. I'm gonna put those back. Now the bone cage comes in these two parts right here. But how they meet up in the middle just kind of closes off. Now I would love to know what Titan is these ribs from. Because you can tell, like, just looking at these, and by the name, it's a bone. These are ribs. So what could have made these? Now, I used to say, at the beginning when we were told that Godzilla and Kong's going to be facing a colossal threat and everything, something that was older than them, I was kind of thinking of the primordials from, like, Greek, like how we call the Titans, Titans. I kind of thought that we were going to see a primordial. And I'm thinking, since Shimo is the mother of all Titans, that she could be counted as a primordial. But also we don't know this right size for Shimo, so she could be a lot larger than what we all think. Because there was some rumors saying Scar King is going to be riding this Titan. Now, I don't see not one way you would be able to sit on this Titan that would be comfortable. But also, I noticed something by looking at the packaging. Right here should not be all these crystals right here. If I can, like, right, let's see if I can show it real quick. Like, if you can see right here, the crystals go outwards, just like on the figure. But right here in the middle, it shouldn't be all that. But, I mean, that is just a figure. It ain't really close enough, but I just noticed that, and it was kind of just threw me off. Why didn't they just closed off the middle of the head right here? Why did they keep going when it was only supposed to be like on the outside and not even be that many crystals? It's only like a few on her head and not in the middle. But we could be looking at it like this too, though. Kind of forwards. No, even like right here, it still shows like that, but gonna get that out the way. That was just something I noticed while I was talking about. Now, why I want to know, why did they go with this? Because it looks like she's taking a poop. Just like how some dogs do. And I'm probably not the only one that's even said that. But I have another nitpick, and I'm sorry that I am going to be picking on this. Move her out the way. But right here, this elbow spike is not even in the right spot. Now, y'all are probably thinking, what am I talking about? No, this does not go on the back of his arm right here whatsoever. It's actually meant to be right here on his forearm. And it's not even that large of a spike. It's like half the size, maybe like that, or like this much on his forearm. If you look back at the trailer, hopefully I have an image right here or two showing that they are not on him, because one, in that running scene, how his arms were running toward, like on the inside, these spikes will be doing nothing but jabbing into his side, and these would not really be that effective, as every time I go to move this in, these spikes keep almost rubbing right in there. But they were supposed to be right here on the forearm. Because even when you see the added scene where he's rising out of the ice and snow, and he puts his arms up, you can see nothing's back here. whatsoever. There's nothing back here, or when he's running, nothing's back here. It's all right here in this little bit of the on his forearm. That's something that I have not seen no one else talk about, and I've been like hoping someone would say it, but no one's saying it, so I'm gonna say it. They got that wrong. That's meant to be right here, and it's not even meant to be that long of a spike. But other than that, I love how this figure looks, and I do have something to say about this tail and why he grows these dorsal plates on his tail, and that is because if he's remembered when Kong had his axe, and when it charged up, he was able to cut through Mechagodzilla and also cut into his own leg. So if Godzilla charges up his tail, these will be sharp enough and strong enough or hot enough to cut through about anything. And also, he probably remembered how Mechagodzilla used his tail with the spinning blades, or just the spinning blades on the tip of his tail. That also could have been why he grows these on his tail, to evolve and to make himself stronger than how he was before. That is why I'm thinking he grew these out. And these right here, but like I said, these are not in the right spot. They are meant to be right here on the forearm. Not up here or anywhere else. About right where it is needs to come here. Right here. And hopefully, like I said, I have an image or somewhere showing this. But other than that, I actually like the figure. I like how it looks. The thinness, I'm going to have to get used to from what we've been seeing Godzilla being like heavy set and everything. Like built like a bear. Now we're going to have to get used to this thinner look, and I think that it's going to look cool. We just got to wait for the movie to come out to really see everything in action. But I like how we got this, and also the beams right here. We got his was supposed to be a pink. That was also something that I just noticed he's not really pink. It's only like right here is pink, but the others are like darker. But his beam just fits right in his mouth. Somehow you're supposed to get in his mouth. Right there's a little bit of a tight fit. See if I can get him to stand. There we go. Just like Shimo has hers, and that goes into hers, and hers actually comes with like this half circle right here, so you can't put another beam, but it's also longer. There we go. Stand her up so their beams can cross beams. And there we go. Now we're going to talk about the articulation. I've rambled about enough with this. Gonna move that out. Mouth opens real wide, like she got that 90-degree angle, and I wonder, will that be in the movie? Or is that just how the jaw opens for you to get the beam on? Head can go up, down, and can also rotate all the way around. Arms can do something interesting. They go all the way up about that far. They can rotate all the way around, no matter how you have it. The wrists can rotate all the way around. Nothing for the abs, or the ab crunch right here. There's nothing there. Legs can go back that far, forwards that much, and feet can rotate all the way around. Tail's on a ball joint, so that can go all the way around and kind of move around. Got this. I'm hoping that this is not actually the length of her tail, because that is not. I mean, it's a long enough tail, especially for her size, but it is a little bit short, though. And it could be just because it's curved, but Godzilla's tail is much longer. But also, we don't know how large this creature could be. This is just a figure. I'm thinking she's probably going to be at least this much to Godzilla, maybe. Maybe about this size or so, but not like this. Because if she's about right here and she stands up, she would be much larger than the G-Man right here. And actually looking down, instead of like being like right here, looking just forwards at him. She's a little bit taller when she's upright like this, but I'm thinking she's going to be about right here. About somewhere close to like King Ghidorah's height, but not as tall. I'm thinking. That's just my opinion, that because she's supposed to be this colossal threat and everything. I know Scar King has control over her by some means, but that is my thoughts. And she does stand up pretty good, but you do gotta move the tail. Tail can't be forwards out. I don't think. No, yeah, it can, but it makes her look kind of off. So the tail has to be like right here. Now for Godzilla, we're going to pull that out. Jaw can open and close. Head cannot rotate, but it does have a little swivel. Arms can rotate all the way around. There is no articulation of rotating, but the arms are rubber. Are you? No, you're not rubber whatsoever. Not even your fingers. You're all plastic. You got rubber arms. Legs can go that far up and back pretty far, so you can get them into a good swimming motion. Feet do have a rotation on them. Tails on a ball joint, so that can go up, down, and rotate all the way around. Nothing at the tip, but I do like the dorsal plates right here, and I know I've said that already. But yeah, I do like how everything turned out in this packaging. And stay right here, and I'm always going to be aggravated with this part, but I do know this is just a cheap figure. But I mean, you got everything else. You could at least gotten the spike in the right spot right here on the forearm. Y'all went back too far on the elbow, because if there's a spike right here, how are you going to move your elbow? Because then it's like that bone right here is going to keep your arm in that one position. You couldn't put your arm down or move it up. So that just is, I know that'd be good for like elbow dropping, but if it was on the actual elbow, that is going from the elbow into the arm right here. So there's a spike there. Your arm would be just stuck in this one position. And I know, but that's why I'm saying, for in the movie, I'm hoping that these are not in that spot. They will actually be in their right position. Well, in the movie, yeah, that is right here. So you can even see when he's forwards like this, you can see the spike right here. But right here, even when he's running and going all out, all you see is right here. When he's running at the end of the trailer, it's right here. Because when he puts his arm inwards, you see it right here. When he rises out of the snow, it's right here. It's not up here. It's right here. But there will be evidence showing that earlier in the video. I'm just sorry I keep bringing that up. It's just something that bothers me. I don't know if it bothered anyone else, but I don't know if anybody else has noticed that or not, because I haven't seen no one else talk about it but me. But now we're going to get into some size comparison. And right here I have the Godzilla 21 version from Godzilla vs Kong. And he is actually slightly shorter. Or is he? No. They're about... No, he's actually taller than this Godzilla. Now, I hope, for a fact, I hope that one thing is not going to happen where he's just going to shed his skin by just busting out of his chest like from Alien and everything. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think he's just going to get frozen or something, and he's just going to evolve. But I think he's going to be maybe about right here after he evolves to be a little bit taller. Might be about that much, or it could be just the same thing. Now I'm curious about one thing though. Can this beam go in this for this Godzilla as well? If I can find the hole. It does not. It does not fit. Because I guess because the angle or the thing is a little bit larger than the other one. It would have been neat to do, but this is how I think we're going to see it. At first, it's going to be like this. These two will meet and fight. He will lose, and that will make him turn into this one. But we'll have to wait and see when the movie comes out. Size them up with Scar King that we just opened up earlier. Well, to me it's earlier, but for y'all it's probably a different day because of putting the videos out. And Godzilla is taller than Scar King, but also I have him in a walking stage, so let's put him in his regular standing up stage where he's looking up at him. For some reason mine has this like crookedness in his foot that won't let him just stand on his own. But at his highest point, Godzilla is actually slightly taller than him, so that would definitely mean Shimo towers him or dwarfs him, especially if you like stand her all the way with her legs straight, and she looks over. She can look over him and still look at Godzilla or Kong. So I like how they size together. But Grant, I know these two right here are not as tall as they should be. As I'm thinking these two right here, Godzilla and Scar King, are probably at the right size where Kong would be about right here to Godzilla. So if Kong's right here to Godzilla, Scar King is probably going to be about this size. And that also means that he is larger, but not larger than Godzilla. Close to size, but not taller. Then when you get Shimo in the mix, and you take Godzilla out the way, we know Scar King is about the same size. And you put it like right here, we know Shimo is larger. But these two are not movie accuracy, I'm guessing, because these two right here are probably much larger, like from right here, what we're seeing, to probably about right here. Or Shimo could be about like right here. Because this guy is meant to ride her, and I doubt he's going to be riding on her neck and everything, because there would be no way unless... I don't even see how that would be even possible, because that's just something just waiting to break the neck of the weight of someone sitting on your neck. Maybe that's why her body looks like this. He sits on her neck right here, and that's why she looks like how she does, with this squatted over look, or the legs like this. See if we can get her in the right position. Like right here, tail down. That's so it looks better. And this guy's just sitting on her neck like this, on the back of her neck, using her crystals as like a massage type thing like this. And that's why she's like this. That's how it's supposed to be. I hope that ain't how it's gonna look. Oh my goodness, look how she looks when you take him off with keep her in the same position. Her arm was out here and everything because of that. See something real quick. I know I'm getting off topic and everything, I'm sorry. But I am just a little bit curious, and I know some of y'all probably are curious that's watching right now. He probably grabs like right here, and he has the whip in his bone whip right here. And that's probably how it's going to look in the movie. See if y'all can see that, how that looks. I hate to say it, but that makes me feel bad for her when that's why she looks like with this curvature, is because all of the weight she got hold upwards is right here on her neck. I don't think he would be sitting right here with these crystals and everything. I highly doubt that. Because there's nowhere else for someone to sit but right here. Unless she is not the size to him and she's actually like this. Much larger. And then he could probably just hop up on her spike right here and hold on and just still take it and I don't want to say it because it's messed up, but I mean, he is meant to be what he is, but I don't know. I don't feel right with that. But I mean, you do it with horses when you're riding one and everything else. You gotta like tap on the side or you like whip them. But I mean, I know somewhere someone said something about that. I heard he's gonna be riding her into like battle or riding her as like a war mount. Now if she sits like this and he's like up here hanging on like hanging onto one of these crystals like right here. Just imagine this is a lot smaller and he's just riding right here. Because we did see that one picture showing her running out on the running in one scene, and you had like this red arm right about right here. That was a lot like his arm was much smaller, so she could be much larger than this. Hopefully she is, and it makes sense. But if they're about the same size and everything, and he's doing that because Kong's also. Someone told me that they heard that Kong and Zuko is going to ride on her as well. I do not know if this is true. I took that with a grain of salt. But if that is true and everything, she has to be massive. I'm sorry, but this has to be like not even a Titan. This has to be what these ribs came from. Or and that's what I'm thinking because all the other Kongs in the area in front of this. I know I don't have these set up in the right spot because these are meant to be in front of these. But when we look at the trailer, these are actually lined up like this. Facing outwards instead of being like how they got like this. But I'm gonna move him out the way. This ain't about him. I got way off topic. I'm sorry. I've dragged the video on long enough, so I'm gonna go and end it here. But like I said, we just gotta wait for the movie, see the actual size of this creature, and I hope they do her justice and everything for the mother of all Titans. So, yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see everybody next time.